Morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. What a great night last night. I stayed at that A-frame RV park, and it was just gorgeous. The views were amazing. A guy named Max, who is in college in New York and is riding his way there. Hang on, there's a hawk flying over or something. It is. That was a big bird. So anyway, this guy named Max, he stayed on my campsite. He paid for his campsite, but I told him, look, just stay here on this one. And so yeah, we had a lot of good conversations. He's a young guy, probably 20-ish, and he is headed to New York, going actually back home to Chicago first, and then over to New York to go back to school. So we had a lot of good conversations about the road, and he's an English major, so maybe if I write a book about these travels, he'll be able to help me out with that. So yeah, I've got 40 miles to go to Richland, and then I could go another 40 miles on to like the base of the Snake River Canyon climb out, Hell's Canyon. Don't know how far I'm going to go. I wanted to go to church this morning. Just nothing was around that was open. All the COVID has everything closed. And the only church that was a solid Bible-believing church that, had services, had lawn services, and it was clear on the other side of Baker. So I just decided to go ahead and ride on out. Yeah, kind of looking forward to the day today. Really enjoyed the night last night. Just can't state how much I liked the A-frame RV park. If you're riding the Transamerica Trail, make sure that you stop in and get a tent site for the night. Tell Michelle Adams sent you. And I don't know who you are that's watching this. Maybe you met me yesterday. Maybe you met me today. Maybe I've known you all my life. Either way, I love you. And I'm praying for you. I pray for all my viewers. I just want to see the scourge of drug addiction come to an end. If not, at least just the deadly parts, the death parts. And hey, if you like the videos, make sure that you click the subscribe button. I looked on my analytics on YouTube Studio, and 52% of people who watch the videos are subscribed and 46% aren't. So let's do a little test here. If you're not subscribed, then this is like a second video you've watched. If it's your first video, you don't have to click subscribe. Clicking subscribe is only just going to, notify you that I have a new video. It's going to tell YouTube that what you're watching is something that you like. And so it doesn't force you to watch it or anything like that. But so click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed and this is your second video or more. And I'd like to see what we can get the number up to, so that it's not 50-50. Everybody's watching it, but half the people are subscribed. So yeah, just turn your phone sideways and click the red subscribe button, or look down on your monitor, go out of full screen on your computer and click the subscribe button. And hopefully we'll see the viewer count go up. Once I get to 1,000 viewers and a certain amount of hours watched, I think it's like 4,000 hours watched, then I'm able to monetize the account, and that will help fund the rehab. So even if you can't donate, if you click subscribe, you're doing a lot to help together build the Redeeming Eden Rehab. So with that, I'm getting on the road. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Well, this doesn't look very promising. I think they may have misnamed this too. There's a river running through this canyon, so it can't be Hell's Canyon. Last I checked, with the rich man and the beggar, Lazarus, the rich man was asking, to just be able to dip his finger in some water that he might let it touch his tongue in hell. And so I don't think that a profusely flowing river is necessarily a part of Hell's Canyon. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna feel hellish riding up and down through these hills in the Snake River Valley. So hell, snakes, Bring it on. All right, so I'm just kind of sitting here writing and thinking, meditating, and I'm thinking about Psalm chapter 1, how it says, a tree planted by rivers of water. And there are no trees out here anywhere. They've all gone. Like they just disappeared. It's all now sagebrush. That's it. I cannot see a tree. I can see probably 15 or 20 miles and I don't see one. Except right down here in this valley. Right down here in this valley, there's a river, and there's trees all down it. And I was thinking, Israel's a Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, desert climate. So I get it. Like I said, my eyes are being opened to a lot of scripture just from this ride, which is cool. So another thing that I'm thankful for, and that really is kind of stark in contrast to the desert around me, is water, and the fact that water makes noise. I'll just be passing what looks like grass and hear a trickle. And so I think it's really neat that, it's one of the strange things that I don't usually think about, that I'm thankful that water makes noise. Kind of like I usually don't pray at the end of the night, thank God for a safe place to sleep tonight, keep me, safe from animals and all that kind of stuff. So my prayer life is definitely deepening, but yeah, I'm really enjoying learning kind of some of the things that I'm learning from this adventure. I enjoy the people too, but there are none out here, so this one's one of those socially distant days. Jesus is with me, so I'm not alone, but I'm definitely socially distant. I'm going to take a dip in this water. It is freezing cold. This is the Powder River, too, which I thought was interesting. This is still coming down from Baker. I'm following this canyon down. It's been a downhill ride, except for 3 pretty major hills, which were only like a quarter of a mile long or so. It has been a downhill ride for the last 25 miles. It's only 11:20. And I've gone 25 miles, so yeah. I'm going to cool off and get prepared for a little more of this beaming sunlight ride that I have ahead of me. I've still got quite a long way to go to the next town, and I don't even think there's a place to eat there, so looks like I'm going to be resorting to the things that I carry with me, which is fine. Yeah. This is amazing. Anyway, let me get in the water. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Another thing is the smell of water. You come out of this dry, just heat, and when the water touches you, oh, it smells so good. Just things I don't usually think about. That's amazing. That's something I definitely never really look forward to, is the smell of water, but that was amazing. Yep, it's that time of day again. It is getting hot. Feels good though, it's not too bad. It's just there's no shade. So I finally found a tree. It looks like Max found the same tree ahead of me because the same like tire tracks went down to it. This is the first tree that's been close enough to the road to get under in a while. Oh man. I mean, it is just like oppressively hot. It's not terrible, it's just hot. Alright, so that finishes it up for my day. I stopped here in Richland and got some pizza. It was good. I've got some more that I can have for my ride in the morning. I could have made more miles today. It is very hot outside. And so my next section is going up a pretty large summit. And I just didn't want to try it in the heat with 0 trees. You know, every mountain around here, other than this little park that I'm at, is just barren. But I found this little campsite. It's called Hewitt Park. And instead of like turning to go up that mountain ridge, you just go straight about 1.5 miles. $15 campsite, nobody's here. There's one other person tent camping way down at the end. But I'm just kind of sitting here watching the boats come in and out of the reservoir here. It is a really beautiful little spot. They've got Wi-Fi too. That's kind of what sold me. Was I was like, well, I don't have any service. I bet I may as well go ahead and just, you know, make it to the top. And the sign said Wi-Fi hotspot, and I was like, never mind. I'm done for the day. Only real reason too that I don't want to go up the hill is it's going to take me probably 2 hours to get up it. It always takes me longer than I expect to go up these hills because I'm in 1-1 all the way. And I don't want to get to the top and have to fumble around finding a campsite somewhere and doing that whole thing without any trees around. It's strange out here because there's nowhere to put a tent. When I got in the river earlier, I scared a snake off. I don't know what kind of snake it was, but when I was getting out of the water, he went zipping off the, you know, trail away from me. So, yeah, I just don't really want to do it. It's kind of complicated. The good thing was, though, like I said, for the Transamerica trail riders, it was a beautiful ride down the Powder River all the way to here. Just gorgeous. Downhill most of the way. There were like 3, maybe 4 big hills. Just a tiny one coming into Richland proper, into the town. There's a grocery store. There's a restaurant. So both of those were not on the map. And I was glad to see them. I thought that I was going to need to continue to eat peanut butter and jelly on Nutella. Another awesome thing is that the channel Solo Bikepacking has been following my journey, and he shared it on his Facebook page, and so I have a lot of new subscribers to the channel from him. So thank you very much, Solo Bikepacking. I surely appreciate you and what you're doing. You've helped me out a ton. Not only with the subscribers, just with information and content. I'll put a link in the description to his channel here, so Get Wrecked for Recovery Crew, go, you know, sub to his channel. Return the favor. It's super awesome that he did that. So I made it about 42.6 miles today, which is above my 40. As long as I can clear a little above 40 each day, then I'm content. That gives me plenty of time to make it. I do have miles to make up, but anytime I go over 40, I make them up. So not looking too bad. Garmin is still shut down from the ransomware attack, so I still can't get like all of my detailed data. I'm just posting like a picture of my Garmin device at the end of the video rather than the whole Garmin Connect app information page. But I'm about to get this tent set up and take a shower, hey, and then yeah, just kind of relax and enjoy my evening. I think I've got a couple hours till the sun sets, so that'll be nice too. This is an early afternoon, but I'm good with it. And then first thing in the morning, I'm going to get up and I am going to get up that hill. Good news is also tomorrow, Lord willing, I will be in Idaho. I'm pretty close to it now, and Oregon is just kind of dead-ended into desert. It's beautiful, but it really just kind of, after Prairie City, and then coming over those 3 hills into Baker City. After Baker City, there's nothing. I mean, there's just nothing. So with that, if you know anyone who's passed away from addiction or any type of addiction-related issue, please drop a comment with their name. Find me on Facebook, Adam Lineberry, Mobile, Alabama. Find some way to get me their name and I'll pedal for them for a day. I'm getting down to the end of the list of names to pedal for, so this is where your help definitely comes in, to give me something to motivate me for the day each day. Each day I pray for the family and friends of the person who's passed away, and just really try and pray for this scourge of addiction and addiction-related deaths to stop. If you know anyone who's actively addicted, share this with them. Maybe they'll hear something that'll want to pull them out of it. Maybe they'll see that people are dying every day and it'll hit home. If you know someone who's in recovery, share it with them. We're all in this together, and I couldn't have done it without a lot of other people who are recovered also, helping me along the way. It's definitely been an up and down journey, but God's been faithful through it all. And through it all, I can praise Him. And then don't forget that Redeeming Eden is a non-profit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I will also put a link to that in the description. And you can go there to my bio on their page and donate either a one-time donation, or you can do a monthly donation to help the ride go along, and to also help fund the rehab that I would like to build, which is the whole reason for my pedaling and my vision. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And from here in Hewitt Park in Richland, Oregon, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night. Hey, Liam, did you think I forgot about you? No chance. So I've got a magic trick for you. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I love you so much. You are the greatest kid in the world. You're so humble and you're so sweet. And I'm so thankful for your just gentle spirit. So this whole day has reminded me of you, buddy. Remember that time that we went on our bike trip and I put all the luggage on the bike and we went down the trails and we found that awesome lake and swam in it? And then there was this big hill, this big sand dune, and I had to ride my bike real fast, and I just kind of stalled right into the hill. Well, the whole day was kind of like that. Big hills and water to swim in. And so I'm glad you got to see it. So anyway, here's my magic trick. I love you, buddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Liam. Happy birthday to you. So there you go, buddy. There's my magic trick. I love you so much. I am so proud of you. You make my heart so happy. I am the proudest dad because I have you, Liam. I love you, buddy. Happy birthday. I am so thankful that you're 8. I've enjoyed every year, and I cannot wait to enjoy the rest of this one with you when I get home. I left one of these dandelions somewhere around the neighborhood. You'll have to find it, and you can go blow it out all the way for yourself. Happy birthday. I love you.